Welcome back to the Comedy Store Doorcast. I am your doughy host, Luke Schwartz, and I have a stain on my shirt. This week, we have the new guys. To my left, we have Hugo Galaxy.
Hello.
We have Joel Jimenez across from him, and Felicia Folks next to him.
Hello.
Wow, they are 1 week into working at the Comedy Store. Ever heard of it? We have as first, real quick. I'm sorry to roll on, but we have shout outs to do. Again, if you tip at the door and mention the Doorcast, someone will text me and your name that you give them, and we will shout you out on the podcast. I didn't get that note pulled up in time, but I do remember that my brother listens to the podcast and Venmo me $13. Recently, in past weeks, Vinny, the server, found $1 in the bathroom and said, "Hey, the door," and left it at the door so someone got $1 from Vinny. Always shout out Brad and Mike Z, who are here all the time. I'm sure they were here this week, but I didn't see them. I'm exhausted. I just moved. I can't find my podcast note. Here it is.
Okay.
Oh, the Up Next show every Wednesday in the Belly Room. Come to see all the door guys, which this group is now a part of. Up in the Belly Room on Wednesdays. We'll see when you start getting added to lineups and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Probably sooner than you think, but not that soon.
Yeah.
So not as soon as you think.
I was told there's a 2-week period before we're really in the rotation.
Right, and I think those are all training hours anyway, technically.
Oh, so 4 weeks.
No, just the 2 weeks, I think.
Okay.
I think the 2 weeks of training is the 2 weeks.
Is that nice? I like that.
I think.
Cool.
But that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So, good week?
Right. Exciting.
Was it a good week?
I felt like it was a good week. I felt like, yeah. We had that little trouble up top, and I was a little worried. We had that rowdy group in my first day. So I was like, oh no.
A couple rowdy in the belly room?
In the belly room, right.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. And like, you were already being kind of like intense, and they weren't getting it. So I was like, this is the store, baby. This is the other side.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You could just walk away from that in the past.
Right, yeah, literally. And I was
But you've all hung out here for a number of years.
Yeah.
You're somewhat comfortable here. Joel has been on stage a lot here.
Yeah.
But like Hugo, years ago, I tagged in one time when we didn't have a pianist.
Yeah. That was
On a Monday, and I asked you to DJ all night, and they said I could probably get you a spot.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So we DJ'd for like 4 or 5 hours.
That was actually, I think, the first time I got on stage here. You actually gave me my first shot, I guess. But the piano guy was gone. And you were looking for people to run the music. I was like, I can do it off my phone. Or I think you asked me to do it off my phone. I ran music.
I think I asked you.
Yeah.
Because you'd been signing up and you looked not crazy.
Yeah.
And I kind of could feel like you were not a dumb bad person.
Right.
Isn't that wild? Yeah. There are those like people you see just floating around. And
floating is a great verb that they do.
Some of them just disappear forever, you know, and then some, I don't know how these people live day to day. It's wild.
I would say this place attracts a certain type of person for sure.
Yeah.
That I mean, I say this all the time on the. Sorry for repeating myself, but it's a podcast. What would it be without repeating? This place, people say this place is haunted, and I say yes by like living people.
Yeah,
It's just by the people, the ghouls who walk in here every day.
You
and
can
just
name
kind
the
of,
ghosts for sure. It's not a mystery for sure. Yeah.
Damn.
That's so crazy. Did you play like jazzy stuff? Because I just did the OR with him, and he was like, this is jazz. Like, you're very specific about like which kind of jazz. And
I just put like big band. I just wanted big band because that's like what, this place was associated with. And you just put that on. No one bats an eye, and that seems very normal. Like the comedians won't make a comment about it.
Right.
It's like a normal.
I think I played like hip hop.
You played, but it was a Monday night, so you played everybody up and down all night.
Okay.
Even I'll back that ass up.
Okay.
I think, after potluck, Tony went up. I know he's into wrestling, so I played like Stone Cold's intro.
That's funny.
And he was like, "Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah."
That's so funny.
And Joel, you really got in here. Like you were hanging around, you were like coming in, and like you weren't a stranger to this place, but through like Kill Tony.
Yeah, I was like a dabbler. I was like I didn't have a license I didn't get my license till I was 30, so I would roll here with Pat Reagan like
Fucking
back
crazy.
in the day.
That's crazy. I have to stop you and say that's crazy.
That's really weird. And you're from LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just the
Were you
bus.
driving or you?
No,
the
just
bus?
taking the bus. When I a couple
With your
times.
drum kit?
No. That's when I'd roll here. No. So I would drive here with Pat. Pat used to do roast battles, so I started like kind of coming with him doing weird things up there, and then he brought me on to Kill Tony, and then I got my then I got my license, and then I did that for like 6 years. I didn't want to.
Are you a good driver, you think?
I'm like, how do you feel
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm really good because like
You think you're really good?
I have a theory. My dad's a great driver, and I think it's in the DNA.
Yeah.
Like my dad can
You've
go.
been watching good driving for so long.
I think so. But one time we got chewed out for being late in the main room. Like Danny was roasting us on the mic, and everybody. I was like, I think I'm gonna start driving here. Like I'm never gonna be late again, and I was never late again. Like for 6 years, and
you get chewed out once at the store, and you're like, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change.
Well, when
who I
Daddy's
am.
doing it over the entire
Right.
system,
He's an intimidating dude who's been here 20 some odd years.
I love him. I think he's great.
You're okay, dude. He's not gonna.
No, I'm not even trying to like kiss his
You
ass.
think I'm
We're friends.
That's an intense dude.
But my first week here, it's interesting. I can only describe it to like what the ride operators at Disneyland feel like. Like when I used to hang out here, I was like in the sauce, and so you're drinking or whatever, and you're like in the mix. And now I'm like you're like almost like behind glass, or it's like being here with you're separated from it a little bit.
You're working. You're
Yeah.
on the fly.
Right.
So even right now, looking at the main room or being in the OR, it's a different thing has clicked in my mind.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Same.
Yeah.
I've been doing it a long time, and I feel when I go other places, I'm still a door guy there. I go, bathrooms over there. It's like
Funny.
just some bar I'm hanging out at. Whatever.
yeah.
And I go, I think you need to go up to this bar to order in the right way or whatever. Like I'll tell
Yeah.
people that it's
Hell yeah.
annoying.
So funny.
Those people are important, I think, for life. I like it.
Really.
I think the thing that's a trip too is because like you were saying like you like before you would hang here, but now that like we work here, and it's like it's still not like a conventional job or like a regular job. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still like lax for a job, so it's like you kind of got to move kind of different, I guess. Now that you're
Wait, it's been lax for you? Who's been training you?
well, not lax. I mean, but like like
I'm like, wait a minute. I've gotten Luke
Like,
all
there's
my
not-
trainings, and I haven't had a break. No, I'm joking.
there's not like performers performing in like Burger King, and you
Right,
you can't
right.
run into like Bill Burr at, well, you probably could,
Yeah.
Hollywood, but still,
Not
you know,
Burger
it's
King.
like
Not right.
Bill Burger
he's
King.
doing-
What
Dude,
the
I
hell?
saw him at
You read-
Gus's.
Yeah, where?
Gus's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's
I
like
was
a,
like,
it's
fuck
just
yeah.
like a trip, and it's now that we work here, it's like we can still hang, but it's just like yeah, like you said, just like glass, like it's just like kind of removed, but still.
It's like sex with a condom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't know,
Wow.
guys. I can't relate to
you all
any
raw
of
dog?
this.
You always
Still enjoyable. Happy to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
and a little safer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Just kind of like, there's
You don't want any
there's-
problems.
There's rules.
Right.
There's rules and
Yeah.
There's a barrier for sure. It's a very good metaphor.
Well, I also didn't know this place had so many pockets and stuff too. So like sometimes we're like, "Where's the bathroom?" I'm like, "Oh, that way." But I'm like, "Oh, you got to be, I guess, to the left door and then make a right." You know, but it's like that way. Just go that way because I know it so well.
Yeah. That is probably the question you will be asked most in your tenure here. I've been asked it thousands and thousands of times. Thousands and thousands.
Where
of
is
times.
the bathroom?
Yeah, and it's not their fault. It's
not?
their first time they've ever been here. So
Yeah.
who all trained you guys? Y'all like
Alex. And,
which Alex?
Asian Alex.
Alex
Ham?
Duong.
Duong.
Oh,
Young.
my God.
Is that that's how it's pronounced? Alex Young?
It's Young, although
Okay.
for years he was
Wow.
Duong, and then he was like, it's really Young.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Hugo,
Alex
we're gonna gloss over Asian Alex. I love that. That's so fun.
Renee. Alex and
Renee.
Renee. And then Brandon Briggs.
Oh,
Another hero.
you've been vibing. You've been vibing for the past week. Who do you have this week?
And Luke.
Okay.
This week it's Boone Shakalaka.
William Appleby.
Yeah, exactly.
My
Dang.
God.
Yeah,
Yes.
my first day was Cooper, Leiden in the belly. And then
Yeah.
it was Hormuz, but also Jet Ski and Logan really helped out a lot. And Jessica Wellington. It was like,
That's a good crew to teach you.
Yeah.
All of them.
there was a great mix of like fun, but also like you need to do this.
Yeah.
And I don't know yet because I haven't been here that long, but it feels like it might be the perfect job for like my personality and like
Right.
style of
Same.
working. I think
Same.
so far I don't want to like jinx it, but it's like, oh yeah, like this is for me.
Yeah.
100%. You sounded like really stressed out on that belly room like headset though. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
You were pretty kind of. I was like, I'm happy he's here, but I was like, oh, is he okay?
I'm a nervous wreck for the most part, but it was Crack 'em Up Thursday,
Right.
and I
Who were you working with? Cooper?
with Cooper.
Yeah.
But they're from 4 different door guys. They all said the same thing in different words. Like it's like they went to the thesaurus and
Yeah,
like
sure.
picked a different, and it was fucking chaos. It's chaos up there, and like just like there's no more seats, but they're trying to just get people in, and then
Cooper? Did Cooper kind of walk away from it a little
no,
bit?
Cooper's cool. He's like, I mean, Cooper was just like, here's what I.
Sometimes he'll throw his hands up and go, well.
He was just like, you got to let them sit in their own fire. Like, basically, like, they created this mess.
Like that.
Let them fucking live there.
Yeah.
So when you were saying, like, people get intense here, it's like, I don't know if I have that in me, but at the end of the week, I was like, oh, the more dumb questions people ask, it's just a patience thing.
Yeah.
You start to lose patience. It's not that you're not nice, but
It's a
you're
day-to-day.
like, fuck it.
Where your breaking point is.
Right.
Yeah. But
That's really funny.
yeah, but yeah, it was cool. It was a lot, and everybody knows someone, and everyone's a friend of this person, and it's
And you know some of them.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
So you have to really like. It's tough. There's no fucking like database of photos of like that's this
Right.
guy.
How
or
long
this-
I've
It's
known
just
you.
your brain.
Yeah.
That's the database. Is you have to
Yeah.
know who's cool and who's not. Like if you, Feng Chao one time tried to stop Damon Wayans so much so that he almost like fought
No.
because
Wow.
he just doesn't know. So he just
Yeah.
like you either put your foot down or you like get
Yeah,
What's up?
I'm scared of that's one of my biggest fears is being like you can't, and then somebody who like it, whatever. But what are you gonna do?
Well, they were like, when you sit him in the main room, don't let him like switch seats. And I'm very like non-confrontational.
Yeah.
Like quiet, low energy. It's just like I'm not used to being like, yo, stop, don't.
Yeah. I think what'll happen, it'll
That's
start to
pretty-
fuck with
Yeah,
your
you
job,
should.
and you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, you can't.
Yeah.
Sorry, we need to see people. Yeah.
We need to see people front to back. Just it's okay. You're gonna. What I like to do is reassure people. You're gonna be okay.
Oh, nice.
And if you need something, let me know.
Yeah.
But like you're gonna be okay. I don't want to be in the front. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
The worst they may pick is not gonna ruin your life.
Yeah, like de-escalating, like trying to just, you don't want to fucking put.
Calm begets calm.
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
I made a huge mistake, and in the belly room when you let me sit, he let me seat, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It was like the first couple,
It was the
first couple. But also, I asked, I was like, "Can you sit here?" And I was like, and then she was like, "No," and I was like, "Right, you can't say it like you got to be like sit here.
Yeah.
You sit
Here's your
here."
seat.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh no, I got to rethink how I even just say things like How,
I am a big proponent of getting your spiel down to like a script, and don't do. Some people like talk about
oh man,
others like one of the Alexes will both Alexes will improvise a bit too much for my.
that's funny."
But Hannah has this thing down, but like Young goes a little crazy. But people have their spiel that they get down, and I like to get the most amount of information out in the fewest comprehensible words.
Right.
Yeah, I was just going like, watch your step. We're going to put, okay, the 2 right here, the 2 right there.
Great.
I'm fucking off back to like before they can be like,
Great.
yeah, I don't know.
You have and you have to make sure they sit down though.
Yeah.
And then
They
you got to
will
run
move.
back. Yeah, but making sure because people go, well,
Right.
Well,
right.
Start looking.
We'll get-
it looks pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, we'll get into it when we start telling stories about it, I guess. But
Let's go.
there was a thing.
This
Okay,
is it.
There was these 2 guys like already wasted or whatever, and they come into the main room
Perfect.
on the top level, last table before the final rail, before the comics section, and I told them to sit down there, like in the back seats. There's 2 in front of them, and when I came back, they had like moved the front seats, like on the side,
Like they moved the entire seats.
just in front of them, because they had like two chairs in front of them. They went and like moved them, and I was like, I'm gonna have to put these back here because we gotta. And then they were just like drunk, like angry, like, whoa, what do you mean, like what? And I'm like, yeah, I had to see people up here because you guys had moved the chairs, and I'm gonna move them back, and then. Jesse came over to help me. They were like aggressive already. They ended up getting kicked out later, but
Right.
but
You can tell.
the
No
guy's
way.
like, well, I don't know, man. You work here. You tell me what to do. And I was like, I'm fucking already doing that. Like,
Right.
you're fucked up. And then we put chairs in front of them. 2 people sat there. It's weird because
people.
I'm explaining it, but I'm not really. it's more of a feeling that you have when you know people are gonna be a problem.
It's a big deal in the moment.
Yeah. And you're just like, fuck, man. And yeah, the guy got kicked out for talking, starts getting in a fight in the hallway with Anya, and Ryan just walks over and kind of, you see his back, and you're like, here we go, it's gonna be. And then they yelled for a while, and I'm just like, why don't people just leave? Just leave.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Anyway,
The problem sometimes we have their card,
Right.
so people are like, you have my card, I'm not going anywhere without a hand, and you go,
yeah,
stand over there though.
Yeah.
And then that's the problem. Yeah.
And then I'll say this one more thing, and then I'll shut the fuck up, I promise. But the reason it was crazy in the belly too was like people kept coming in, and then Saul's like, I got 3 people coming up. You guys got room? We got 3 people, and I was like, no, not really. He's like, all right, I'm sending him over. And like, I was like, what kind of hazing is this?
Right.
And I go down, and there's like this young kid, only one, and I was like, are there 2 more of you? And he comes up, and he's like, yeah, sorry, they're old. And I was like, what? And then the parents are like walking down at the bottom, and they come up, and the dad they're fucked up, and the dad, they're maybe in their 70s, 80s. The dad
Crack them up?
So here's what happened. Yeah, and white too.
Yeah, so they just got tickets to the Comedy Store.
Yes, some show was sold out. They
Right.
couldn't get in there, so we're fitting them in there. And the dad was pissed. He's like, oh, we're just fucking coming up here to watch 15 minutes of some fucking. He's like, this is bullshit. And he kept saying this is bullshit, like under his breath. The whole time I'm taking them to their seats. And the wife like barely makes it up the stairs. She's like falling.
Oh my God.
We get her up where the judges sit from roast battle, all 3 of them, and she's doing like the not really heckling, but just like laughing like too loud.
I
like,
know that's right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh.
Yes, I do that too.
Yeah.
I got a lot of yes, queen. Yeah, girl. Yeah.
And somehow, like, because it was an interactive show, it was Eddie's show where you're not
No
supposed to
laughing.
laugh. Yeah.
Oh, this was the first show, second show.
first show. Oh, I'm sorry. This first show. I got fucking side. Yeah. Okay.
So it is early still.
Yes.
Really?
That's why there was room. Okay, never mind. Everything's fucking.
See, this is what was in the headpiece. You guys understand?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, are you okay, Joe?
Imagine what's in my fucking head.
One day is 3 days.
Yeah.
One day is like
It
3 days.
feels like
Yeah.
that.
Oh my
And so she was just talking the whole time, and then they're like, they want her to come on stage to be a part of it, and I was like, this is the worst fucking, like, she's gonna fall down the stairs and die, and we're gonna have a fucking staircase. Her name was Beth, which is a very like dead woman documentary name, like, and then Beth fell down the stairs. Yeah.
And then Beth fell down the stairs. I think that's a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, I'm exhausted
But like
already.
Grimm's
Back to you guys.
fairy tale.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
so-
Did you train with anyone besides me, Felicia?
I have not. Tonight's my first night with Lockwood in main room.
Oh, good.
And I haven't done main room either. It's big. I'm a little scared. Sorry, maybe I should. Never mind. It's good. It's a good room.
It is a good
I'm
room. I feel like
confident
it's
with-
pretty chill once it's seated. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh, really? Because that's when I have a problem. Once it's seated, I like doing the seating. I like doing the job, and then the show's going, and I get a little antsy.
Huh.
Like, yeah, that's my.
damn, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll.
Are you guys seated?
And
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people with you, so you'll
Okay.
have. A bunch.
It's I'm scared for like when
Listen to Locke.
I'm not training anymore and I'm like back on my own, but it'll be. I think it's.
We're not gonna be like on our own like next week, right?
You're never really on your own,
Right.
except in the belly room and back door and the front. Well, the front patio, not anymore.
Okay.
But you're going to be doing a lot of belly room and back door.
Yeah.
And back door, you got to sit there and you got to be like
Yeah.
like, no.
Hugo plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so excited. This is my story.
Great.
Can't wait.
This is my story because it goes with that.
Yes.
I always, when we talked about the seats in the back of the OR, like the ones only the comics or at
The bucket seats.
the bucket seats, right? So I don't know if you guys have a horror story about it, but I think every comic I know has a horror story about it, like the first time you
Sitting
sat
in them?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And mine was Guam came up. I was like a year in, and Guam came up, and he was just like, "Get up," and like, and I was like, "Yeah, right." And so I was like, I'm not gonna be mean, but I was like, I'm gonna be like assertive, whatever. And those guys at the OR that day, they kept sitting, and I don't know where you went. You like walked off. You were like,
No, I was there. It was fine.
"You're okay," but you had gone somewhere. You already told them to get up, and they sat back down when you were gone. Like you went to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is my time. I
Hell
think
yeah.
I'm gonna do the big old. We've already told them. And I was like, get up, and they were like, okay. And I was like, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say they
Full
look up and
circle.
it's Bill Burr. Yeah. They go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry."
That's the other nightmare story
No.
where people are like, I don't know. Tony fucked up the other week, didn't
Oh,
you?
no.
Who did you tell? Earthquake to get out of the seat.
Damn.
And he knows Earthquake, but
Right.
he's just like in the dark. He was like, are you sure you should be here? Are you a comic or something? He goes, yeah, I'm a comic.
Damn, dude.
Well, I've already had a few comics like, well, I don't know who they are though. They'd be like, I'm a comic. I should be sitting. And I'm like, okay, but
Right.
like not.
Here's your out every time. You go, I'm new. Are you on the wall? What's your name?
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
Uh-huh.
And if you do the nice to meet you, I'm new, and you really don't know.
No, right.
Damn, Luke's fucking good
Right,
at
I'm
this
like,
shit. What the hell?
damn.
I like to give help. Yeah,
Just
shortcuts.
like-
Yeah, listen
Yeah,
back. for homework.
de-escalate again. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, and what I always do if it's someone I don't recognize, I go, and they're probably like, "Oh, hey, are you with someone?"
No, okay.
And it's usually like Dean Del Rey brings like weird rocker buddies with him, and stuff like that. It's like, especially early in the night, you get to. It's just
We're Metallica. Oh
Yeah.
shit! Sorry.
I'd block him at the door. I'd be like, who are you? I'd be in so much trouble. That is my biggest, I'm going to say honestly, that's one of my biggest things, like to really like flop in front of like a huge comic. Like their names and like the lights on the wall. It's like Leno or something crazy when I'm like, I'm so.
It happens no matter what.
Okay, great.
It's going to happen.
Right.
Just breathe through it, whatever. One time, Spike Jonze came in. I'm a big fan.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Big fan. And just in my head, don't say Spike Lee. Don't say Spike Lee.
Right,
don't
right.
say Spike Lee. And I'm like, Spike Lee's here.
No.
Like checking him in. I was like, Spike Lee. Spike Jonze.
Damn.
And he was like, what a
And he just punched you in the back of the head.
He punched me in the back of the head. I fell down and I had to keep working. It's just the job.
Damn.
the store.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
You got seating people. You got anyone get kicked out in your shows?
yeah.
Anyone
No,
kicked out?
everybody was pretty cool.
Hugo, I'm over you right now
What?
because you're like, yo, my shifts have been chill and no one's been wild in my rooms.
I mean,
And, like,
knock on wood. I mean, I'm sure I'll have to deal with it eventually. But for the most part, everybody's been cool. The show in the Belly Room was Tammy Joe's bitch show. Mm-hmm. So that was independent. So I guess it wasn't really like real training because she was running everything pretty much.
That's somewhat real training because you're gonna have to learn to deal with promoters.
Yeah.
So and she's been here a long time.
Yeah.
And anyone here now, we used to have people like Crazy Cindy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh
yeah.
my God. How long? When did you first come to the store, Hugo? Do you think?
Maybe like 6-7 years ago.
So like, or no.
oh.
Wow, no.
Yeah, I was like, oh, shit.
So like, 15, 16?
Probably.
Or
Like, but
14,
like,
15, 16,
yeah, like,
yeah.
yeah.
2014.
16.
When did y'all first start coming?
The first time I did a spot in the Belly was for like Big Al had a bringer show thing up there.
Big L.
Al, he's in Texas
Big
now.
Al.
Big Al, yeah.
Not L.
No, AL.
Yeah,
Not the
Big
rapper,
Al.
Big
Yeah.
Al, yeah.
Yeah.
And that must have been like
Big Al.
8 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and then yeah, Roast Battle, and then Kill Tony. But yeah, it's been a while. I've been around
But I
for
knew
a while.
you before you.
Yeah, because I was doing other mics.
Yeah.
Because I didn't drive, this was a whole world away,
Right.
which is weird now. The drive is like, people are like, that's far. I'm like, nah, it's like, it's kind of shortened in my brain because I do it a lot. But yeah.
I started coming around that time too. I think,
Yeah.
like 2012, and I did a bringer show in the
Belly?
Belly Room, and then I did Roast
Do
Battle.
you remember whose?
I don't even remember.
Martin Harris? Were they a white guy?
It was a white guy. Did he wear suits? He had like gray hair, white hair. I feel like he was like a.
Was it Matt?
Mystery
was it
Dan.
Matt Taylor? Was it Matt
I'm not
Taylor?
sure. I'm not sure.
Was it Martin Harris? Well, he wasn't foreign, was he?
No.
Oh, he was an American guy. So it wasn't Martin Harris. Who was
no.
just in Stranger Things.
It was
funny.
Really? Oh man.
He's a featured extra in a lot of stuff, and he was like a weirdo bringer show promoter. Yeah, nice.
First spot I ever did here, I ran the light and I thought my career was over.
Right.
Because it held so much like weight in my mind. I was like, oh, I'll never work in this town again. And no one gives a fuck anymore. Not,
What show was it? Was the
It was The Bringer.
It was The
like, do
Bringer.
you remember Robert Turo? He
No.
did Turbo Tuesdays in North Hollywood with
No.
Mikey McKernan. Well,
Yes.
yeah, like he got me on, whatever. And then, yeah, I did like a spot. Like my uncle and two people came and it was like
Cool.
dead.
Oh.
And I'm like bombing. I started like taking my shoes off or some reason. Like doing whatever I
Was
can.
it your first time? No, it wasn't your first time.
It was my first time here, but I had already been doing stand-up maybe like 6 months.
Yeah.
So you're like, I'm ready for the store, right?
Yeah.
right.
It just happened. I was like, hell
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I know what
sick.
you're
And
So
then
you get conned into one of those things.
Dude,
Right,
yeah,
right.
and I mean, the best thing I ever did was stopping the bringers. That was like,
Right. Well, I never brought anybody, so that was the big thing. Like once I did him, he was mad. That's the thing about bringing. He was like, he was really mad that I didn't bring.
I've
I was
been
like, I
ducked
tried.
time.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
fuck, sorry, I talked over you.
No, I get it. No, I just meant like, yeah. So at least you brought your my family was like, we're not. I'm from here too. They're like, we're not coming. No one's coming. So I was like, nice.
They almost like I don't know which is better, a supportive family that sees you really fail, or like an unsupportive family that doesn't see you do like fail, fail again.
Right. Well, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people's family who's like a little too involved, and I kind of like them. I'm like, my mom knows no idea what's going on about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like, I've been to the Comedy Store. I'm like, you have. Congratulations. That's so good for you. But like your family, like.
They've been here. Yeah, my mom came to kill Tony a few times. I don't know if my dad would have really got it. I was not naked, but I was pretty scantily clothed a lot. I did a
Not
lot
naked.
of
I just had a
crazy
sock
shit.
on.
right.
Yeah.
I was
Which
like, I've seen
I
your
was-
ass so many times on this.
I was told by the entertainment lawyer here that was okay. That you can't be naked because they serve food. But if you're,
yeah.
well, I guess you can now. But the sock was okay, and then there was even like stipulations, like it could fall off once on accident, but if it happens more than once, we can't say it was an
You get an accidental pee-pee.
Come on.
Yeah, but it never happened. It was fine. I was always covered up. There are some people out there I won't name very angry at me because I was not clothed, and they have been asked to not come here anymore because of close to that sort of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It can be different circumstances where it's part of a written bit of the show versus improvisation with maybe the last comic of the night.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I was never naked. I just want to say that.
Right.
No, he
No,
was.
I
No,
wasn't.
no, no,
He was.
Yeah, it's like
No, you
actually-
really.
Yeah.
Okay, got it right. He was
Yeah.
little.
Thongs and shit, but
Right.
yeah.
That's so funny.
Fire thongs, by the way.
Right,
Thank you.
A lot of thong comedy at the store.
We're all three from LA. Where are you from? Hugo?
I'm from the Bay Area. Yeah.
Nice.
When I came down here, I used to stay with my grandma. I was like, yo, I'm going to go to LA, try to do comedy. She's like, you are going to fail.
Damn.
She's
Nice.
like, don't go. You're not going to survive. Like, you're not going to. And then my grandpa was like, do it. Like this is your life. You don't want to be stuck in America. He's like, why? He's like, go to LA. So
Nice.
I did.
Damn.
It's not that far too. Like
No, it's
not
like 5
you-
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
What part of the Bay?
San Jose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I just learned that the Bay, it has to touch the Bay to be part of the Bay. Who knew?
Hey, baby.
It has to be physically touching the Bay. Anyway.
Hey, baby.
Hey,
Yes.
baby.
Yeah.
Yes. I just want to acknowledge the reference. Not let that go.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Good. And then you started coming around then. What was your first interaction with potluck and stuff? Because I was probably around. I mean, I was
Oh, yeah, it
definitely
was
working
you,
here.
and it was negative. Yeah, right,
I was.
right.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm nice now.
I see. Right, you are nice now.
Do you ever get one of these handshakes? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Shake my hand.
No.
That's a fucking Luke thing.
I like getting it real stiff. You don't do the dead fish one. You do that
Yeah,
real stiff,
yeah.
and you go hi.
God.
Kinda-
Oh no, I never got. I
That's a
got
fun
the
one.
like, don't like this. Okay, whatever. And even though I was like, Luke, I know you. I know you.
Yeah,
But
I'm at
anytime I
work.
came, right, he'd
Yeah.
be like, okay, what's all right next? I'm okay. Bye, Luke. He'd be like,
Oh, through the line.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I would hang out later. Or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Through the line was hard because you saw everybody and everyone wants to do. And first impressions are, but I need the quick.
right.
When it was literally 200 people at one point. Probably not when you first started. It was probably like 80.
Yes.
How many do you think it was?
It was like 80, 100 to 100, really.
Yeah, right.
And then it doubled by the time, like, it was
Like
like,
in 3 or 4 years.
yeah.
It's interesting. So you can probably look at that 80 or 100 or whatever and know who the crazies are. Like we're all crazy, but
I had to look at who everybody was.
Yeah.
And
but you can tell, especially in a high stress for comics that want to get up, they really show their true colors in that
Right,
moment.
right,
Like
That's right.
really pushy
Yeah.
or really like fucking angry or weird.
Far better system now, actually, too. I think.
You think? I miss the old
I
system.
miss it too.
I mean, it's like. Well, I guess there's pros and cons. Like it.
Don't
like,
backtrack.
no, say it. You love it.
I mean, like a positive of the old way is like the hang. Like
Sure.
being
What's the
bored.
positive of the new way though?
Not having to waste your time, I guess, coming up and like waiting around.
Yeah.
Now you know. All right, I'm not up. You can now. It's just a choice. I don't have to go. Before you would have to go, but there was also joy in the hang, and just like mingling. And I
That
felt
was like part of people getting up the next week or so too. though.
Right. Being
That's
around.
kind of how
just being seen
around. Yeah, being around and not sucking
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
was a big part of just like even just being able to hang out.
yeah.
And like you're welcome to it, no matter who you are, as long as you're chill
Right.
all night long, every night. If you want to stay out and hang around the patio and whatever, and you're cool, that's fine.
Right. Even when I came really early on, I knew nobody. I felt like I could hang out. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I was like I was able to hang out for sure.
Cool.
But I did. I don't know. People in the beginning. Is it true? Like people were like they would push me to get like closer in the line. I remember thinking like, guys, I don't think it's first come first serve. Like
you gotta like sign up.
yeah, like they'd be really
Yeah.
like they want to get in front of you, and I'm like, you can literally be the last one. I don't think it works that way. You know what I mean?
You just have to beat the deadline.
Right.
That's all you have to do.
Right, but I didn't know. For a long time, I thought it was first come because people were like
Yeah.
bowing in the
People
line.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
Addleston Fitzgerald Holder the First used to come with his stamp and cut the line and just go
Holy
bam
shit.
and like
Yeah,
go out.
I
And I
have seen
never minded when he died. He was great.
Dude,
I've seen that.
stop laughing. Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, dude.
Don't laugh.
What is it?
Open mic.
Today I found a MasterCard on the floor, so technically it's a discover.
Oh my god.
And
Fuck. That guy.
now you laugh.
Stop my time. Stop my time.
Yeah,
One more
this
minute.
doesn't
One more
it
minute.
doesn't count.
Doesn't
Right.
count.
Fucking hell.
Oh, amazing.
It's wild that we still
Yeah.
remember some of these people.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, like, they,
you were around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've seen him. No? Who are some weird, like, I mean,
Mystery Dan,
sure. Yeah.
Boone. I mean, fucking.
Yeah, no one's seen Boone in a long time.
I know.
I
Damn.
know. I was just thinking about him. I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I heard an unsubstantiated sighting recently. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm holding out hope.
What was this? What was the sighting?
Someone was like, someone said they saw Boone, and I was like, that doesn't.
Damn.
Right. I saw him. Someone said they saw him walking down like out downtown somewhere, and I was like, I don't. Okay.
That's not it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not proof of life, really.
Damn.
At all. Yeah.
I thought I've seen him before, already downtown. And he wasn't
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah.
Man, I need a new T-shirt, so he should show up.
If you don't have like a Boone shirt, I'm like, have you even been to the store in the past 5 years?
I got some cool shit from
Yeah,
Boone. I got
yeah.
a dope Dodgers jacket one time, like satin one.
Yeah,
for-
sure.
I got
That's
this
cool.
Beyonce
Just had
tour
it.
shirt. This old like,
Ooh.
2008.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I was like, nice. Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I have a few Wolf shirts from him. I got like,
No, those are legendary.
those
really.
are nice, easy, like
Yeah.
$2.
Josh Wolf
Yeah,
or the yeah, cool.
perfect.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Michelle Wolf.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Back to
Hell
that.
yeah. Damn.
Yeah. I miss Boone.
Yeah, that's what you won't see Boone the way you like it now, Hugo. You have to hang out at the front.
It's true.
You don't get Boone through the email. No, yeah.
I may be drinking Crystal Geyser today, but we're brought to you by Thirster as always. Thirster.
I hear there's still people that don't know the Thirster, and I have been a big fan of the Thirster for 6 years now.
I'm embarrassed to say this is my first time hearing about the thirst.
See, I don't understand this.
You just don't look at the water you drink because
Okay,
you've
right.
definitely had
I've drank-
bottles of this.
I have it.
Yeah.
It is
sure.
the worst name for a water. Like,
I hardly drink her.
yeah, I mean, fuck.
Like, it's
Get me
not-
out this. Hold up.
That sounds like the
Right. That was it.
Thirster would be like a villain that makes you thirsty. Like I'm the
Right.
Thirster. Yeah.
I'm the
That's what's attacking California right now.
Yeah, that's
The
right.
Thirster.
Hell yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I like the little things about the place. I gave y'all a quick little rundown of the OR just now. I gave you a long rundown.
Right.
Of the
It's
OR.
very cool. I'm not gonna say you know the world doesn't get that. You have to work here to get the. tea, but-
There's big flips and ka-chunks
Right,
and levers
it's
and
pretty cool.
pulleys.
Oh, yeah.
It's really like it's really a
It's like a magic house. Almost.
it's a
Like-
Rube Goldberg kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
machine. Yeah.
Damn.
It's like Willy Wonka's place.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but of comedy.
It's really nice. Yeah, you think it's big now. You haven't seen
I haven't.
upstairs.
Right. I haven't even.
There's an upstairs of upstairs,
That's crazy.
and then
and
there's,
then there's
a-
the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How does Joe? What is? Oh, wait, you got. Okay.
Joel's been here. Joel's
right.
been like
these other nights.
not
Sneaking
officially
around.
on the payroll for
been in the
yeah.
mix.
Yeah, it's a long time coming for. Yeah, all three were hanging. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's insane. It's surreal sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I got like emotional when they asked me because of the Kill Tony thing, everyone just thought I was like a drummer, and I'm grateful it got me in here, sort of like. But it was nice to be like recognized as a comedian. It felt really fucking good. Like, yeah.
That is a thing. That's something about the store. Like, I'm ballad. Some people know I do comedy. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, and I've done things, but it's like, it's a huge.
It's definitely, and it's as long as you leave on like good terms or whatever, it's indelible. It's forever. It's like you're part of you were a door guy at the store, same as Marin and same as everybody. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I told my mom, I was like, Mom, it's like me and Jim Carrey are on the same path, And she's like, okay. She's not true at all. But I'm like, we've had the same job and we're doing the same thing.
Your footsteps have overlapped.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Different points.
She's like, that doesn't sound right. And I'm like, you don't know. You don't work there.
Jim Carrey has also
You're
worn
telling
a
your
sock.
mom she doesn't know a lot.
We have a funny relationship. It's pretty funny.
Tell us all about it.
Do your best joke about your mom right now.
I don't know. She's pretty crazy. People think she's drunk when she's not. That's pretty who my mom is. And she's like very educated, but she's like, will dance. She'll just come in here like dance. It's like pretty, she's nuts. Anyway. So,
I like that.
She's educated and she'll dance.
But like, you're just like, why are you?
She's not.
Yeah, why?
You know how smart people don't dance.
No, but okay, listen, I'm saying, she's like, she can do a lot of smart things, but she's also just like, she sometimes, in her retirement, she's starting to act just like drunk, but she's sober, completely sober.
Eccentric.
Yeah.
Right, I like that.
Yeah. She's kind of, so that's, now I'm here. That's why I talk to her like that, Luke.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, that's great. What am I going to judge your relationship with your mother, weirdo? I'm sorry. I'm nice now.
You are nice now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you two guys this week. Should be fun. You have an OR coming up.
Yeah, I've never been in the.
That's my favorite room of the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important one.
I read I'm dying up here. I know.
It's like the original room.
Wow.
Whoa.
Sick.
Oh.
That's so funny.
But it's the most comedy club room of. Well, I mean the Belly Room's pretty clubby.
Yeah. But it's just the whole vibe of it all, and it's the perfect, like the ceiling and all that is great. Yeah. Fuck, man, I've done comedy in like a fucking airplane hangar before, and you're like, why are we doing this?
Echoing everywhere.
It's awful, man. Yeah, I was like thinking like, man, like, because when the pandemic hit and everything sort of like my life fell apart with everything, like everyone moved to Texas, and I was like, what am I doing? Like I was like almost ready to like quit and be like, maybe I should just stop. And then when this all happened, it felt very like serendipitous, and the universe being like, no, like let's fucking make this happen, but yeah, it's been a trip to be here. It's cool. Still around.
It's for me, it's unreal. Even in this moment, like
I'm just like you, Hugo.
That's so sweet.
like doing the Doorman podcast with like you guys is just really, I don't know. I just feel like I'm always geeked inside, and I try to like I'm just trying to like keep it down and not be like too excited all the time, but I want to be like excited. Like,
that's showbiz
all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Oh my gosh.
this is dope.
That's great.
That is really cool.
Well, welcome. Any big lessons you've learned so far, or like quick one, like something you learned about people, or anything from the week that you were like, oh, I thought the store was like this, or maybe it's not that way.
Yeah, I thought like you'd be a little, not like it'd be a little gatekeepy, but very like, they'd be like, oh, new guy, but people have been like immediately like, what's up, family?
Yeah,
like,
I've noticed that. Yeah,
and I did not see that coming.
Everybody's been really
and it's been really nice, and also like people for years who like, do they fuck with me really? And it's like they're like, yeah, what's up? I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And that's something like if you don't work here, I don't think you get the same experience.
It's different.
Yeah.
But it's like if you work anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like it's pretty welcoming, like family wise.
Yeah, I've been here, and then when people don't realize I've been hired, and I'll tell them, and then they'll like ask me for a hug or something, and be
Right,
like,
and I'm
it's
like,
like
whoa,
mafia shit.
Yeah. It's like, yeah,
Really?
good.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, I'm in this.
Yeah. How's it feel to be made? Well, you
It feels good.
have you learned anything about yourself this week?
Well, I guess the lesson was like, and we were talking about this earlier, but just telling like other comedians, some that like, yo, like I love you, but you can't come in like right
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
hard. Yeah.
hold back.
It's
Dude,
them
I tell
or
people
you,
not
man.
to show up.
Yeah, and you know
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, like where like the comedians would sit like in the main room in like the back booth, in the corner, if there's space. So it's like I'm watching the door, and I have to be like, hey, like you can't be like we need this table, and it's just like a weird
Yeah.
kind of like reverse.
It is odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like
Yeah.
mindful.
You have authority,
but
Yeah.
and you have to use it, otherwise
Right.
the
Yeah,
show
yeah.
will suffer.
You have
Yeah.
to use
Yeah.
yeah,
The important thing I always tell everybody is like the show has to be good.
Right.
Yeah.
Your job is to make the show good. If you're taken away from the show by seating it poorly or not getting the next comic, that was my fault when we because you were new and we were down one person.
Right.
So
In
when
the
I
OR.
trained you, we were down a person.
Yeah.
Who didn't show up? Someone did. Was it
I think it was Alec.
for a sick thing? Someone, I think he was sick, and then I was just like, oh man.
And you were like, we got it. And I was like, dude, we got it?
Yeah, no, I maybe had a little too much hubris in that moment, but we had one big fumble for the night,
Right.
but the rest of it was good. So I'd call it a win,
A win.
a tie win. It's a
Right.
win. We
No one-
tied or won,
No one complained.
greater than or equal to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it is, I will say it is hard telling people, be like, yo, I don't know. It's not hanging out. You got to go. You got to,
Yeah.
I got to
I work here, bitch.
work here. Yeah.
yeah. There's gonna be times where you're sitting at the back door and people are just can be there and talking to you, and you have to be like, do I tell them that I don't like their personality and they should leave me alone? Like
Right
it's
now,
really
right.
like you
Yeah.
have to. You have
No.
to
I want to hear how
Yeah.
you would do that in the Luke way, the de-escalating.
Well, a good way is to, if someone is passing by, you go, hey, can you cover me for 1 minute?
Mm-hmm.
And someone will be like, yeah. And you're like, I just gotta.
God.
And then you run away from them and you can come back and see if they've left or not.
Huh.
Or if you be like, hey, like, and if someone's just talking and won't leave, you go, hey, I'm sorry, you got to go.
Yeah.
Right.
I just have to do other stuff right now, and you have to. I
Yeah.
have to.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's hard. So
Yeah.
I even break in that.
Yeah.
But also
even
it's like-
teaching moments.
Let's be in comedy, right? We're very lucky to be here. Like it is definitely like a minority. Like I think of all the fucking comics in LA and everybody that would probably kill somebody to get the spot.
Yeah.
Definitely. And
I feel a little guilt. There's some people I know wanted it, and I feel a little bad because I know, like, we've all been doing it for like the
Yeah.
same long time.
Yeah.
There
but I'm
was
like,
a really
I got it.
strong list
Yeah.
of like 6 or 7 of you guys.
damn.
And only 3 winners, huh?
Yes.
Only
Hell
these
yeah.
three.
You
just
hear
don't know
that?
why you hear that?
fucking-
Don't ever think you can come for our job.
You think this is a game?
This is the family.
Yeah, and they might be in the next hiring cycle.
Right. Full war. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, but yeah, I felt like, I was like really honored to get it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, because I know, who else wanted it too, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I brought that up because it's like, if people want to get, it helps power me in those uncomfortable moments when I'm like, well, I'm fucking very lucky to be here. I don't want to fuck this up.
Yeah.
Carry your
So,
weight.
Yeah.
Carry
yeah.
the weight that you have been given responsibility, and you're Spider-Man now
Yeah.
with great power.
Hell yeah.
Of course. So you just have to be like, move.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry, hey.
I feel like this was so sentimental and not that funny. I'm sorry. I know
no,
last
no,
time we were talking about hand jobs
This
and
is very good. podcast.
Bruce had a great Marin impression. You know, here we.
Wow. Ooh, let's not do that again. Aaron impression. How's
Yeah.
that go?
No, Bruce did one. Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh.
Bruce does voices.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I
Yeah.
listened. I was like, damn, he's good at voices.
Yeah,
it was
you
cool.
know, he does. And when you work here, you do a lot of impressions that don't travel. Is always a good, like you do coworkers, like people. When people do a Dave Waite, I just lose my shit. I think a Dave Waite impression is pretty close to the original.
Can you do one?
I really can, like, hey. It's not really. It's not there. Like, oh, but it's like more gravelly.
You
I
did
can't
one of somebody. The bet. I bet.
Dude, Toby, bro.
There you
Dude,
go.
Toby, I could do, bro. You remember the
He's the bartender. Yeah.
bartender? Dude, Toby used to
Dude.
work here, bro.
That's just scary.
Yeah,
You
that-
transformed right there.
That was a good. He was a good dude. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Oof.
Of course, bro. I got you.
What accent is that? Just
Chicago.
East, right? I just know East.
Chicago. Yeah.
Wow.
That was his thing.
My
And his
God.
name wasn't even Toby.
Really?
Oh, people have such fake names here.
Oh wow.
Fuck.
Wow.
I don't know all the real names of everybody sitting in, in this
Yeah,
room.
I know.
I know, right? I forgot. God. Is that
Yeah.
your real name? Any part of it? No? Okay.
What
Do
are
you
we,
not even want to
police?
Oh, shit. I didn't know it was such a
Are
big...
you wearing a wire?
No, I do.
Wow.
When I first came, no, I wanted to name myself F because of Felicia folks, and people were like, "Do not."
Felicia
yeah.
F.
I just thought like, no, just F. Though I thought like,
Nah.
right. And
Felicia Folks a great fucking
Felicia
name.
Folks is a very good stand-up
Right.
name.
So anytime I see though a stage name, I'm so jealous. I'm like, nice, dude. Like I wish I could have done because everyone was like, please don't ever use your birth
Joel
name.
Jimenez, is that real?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
You
Felicia
like
Folks
Carlos
is real,
Mencia?
Yeah, that's actually my real name.
You're-
Yeah.
Like I have to change it because of him.
Hey.
Oh my God.
he even stole that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Hell yeah.
That's yeah. No, I don't. I never thought about going
Never
by
thought of
a stage name. I'm gonna say there's a lot. Guam Felix is not real. I mean, there's
Shut
a lot of
Really?
yeah. I mean, obviously.
I didn't fucking know.
I did not know that.
Wait.
Also, yeah, his energy feels like it could be.
Right. Well, you remember the comic who used to hang out here who did some Haiti. No,
Right, right, right.
that's
yeah.
not his
That's not
name.
his
So
name.
it's
Yeah.
Guam,
Right, right,
basically
right,
the same
right.
thing. Yeah.
Well, at least we know Andrew Dice Clay
There's a
is
lot
his
of-
actual.
Yeah. Not at all.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Jeff Ross not real.
Damn, I wonder what the
Nancy Scott's not real.
Nancy's
Just
not
kidding.
real.
Don't.
Right.
jet ski is birth given real name.
Yeah,
Jet ski
there's a lot
Johnson.
of like people
Right.
that work around that you're calling by their middle name. They just go by their middle name. That's always like a secret little thing. Yeah.
Okay. My gosh.
I'm just so selfish. Like, I want everything to be
Give it
about
to
me.
me.
Yeah, I don't want fucking a fake name. No.
You're like,
I want
Joel did it.
Yeah.
Joel Jimenez.
I want my bullies to be like Joel Jimenez. Oh
Right.
yeah, I know that guy.
Oh my gosh.
Suck it.
Right. But it feels like transformative, you know? Like you're like, new name, on stage.
It's like going
And now-
to college across the
Right.
country.
Yeah, but you can't outrun yourself.
You can,
That's the
I'm
problem.
telling you, listen, believe me, I'm starting to.
That's some
oh,
quantum shit.
Yeah. That's what you learning here?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what you
Big
Well,
lesson from the week.
Let's just say I
Right.
lost a best friend who moved away. He's just running away from shit. And I was like, you're just gonna be in that shit over there because you can't get away from yourself.
yeah.
Oh, damn. I learned to not try to be funny all the time. I thought like at the store everyone was gonna be on, and I was like, I'm doing. Well, you also told me I'm doing too much, but then also I was like, I'm doing a little too much, and I am kind of chatty. So I was like, okay. No, everyone's like not on all the time. At other clubs, sometimes they're on.
I feel like I'm the opposite. Like I'm very like low energy and I'm quiet, but I feel like I have to be maybe a little bit more
Yes.
talkative.
Really?
That is, I agree for that for both. Yeah.
Okay.
It's the opposite.
He's like, yeah, you do need to shut up, Felicia. That is
Hilarious.
Yes.
true. But Hugo,
But I guess be on
I mean,
a little
yes.
bit more since
Yeah.
I don't know. Just,
Not on the podcast. Just-
right, got it.
I'm too nervous and busy to riff. We'll catch little jokes in the hallway, but I'm not like doing pratfalls while walking people to their
Right,
chairs.
You're not
Right,
doing
right,
pratfalls, but
right.
you riff. You're Blake riffing.
Yeah, I like it. I
You
love
are.
it. I mean, I remember doing that one time at like the Silver Lake Lounge, and some guy was like, "Wow, you really can't turn it off, can you?" And I was like, "I thought that's why we were here. I thought we
When
were."
people shame you for being on at the store, never listen to that.
Yeah, I'll say,
place
"Fuck
is,
you."
This place is a snake pit. You can't show your belly for a second. We'll
Oh.
cut you open.
That's my problem. I show it all the time.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
just
I'm a
like,
belly up animal.
Yeah, you gotta. You gotta be on all fours,
Right. I'm getting a knife out. That's
ready,
my new thing.
just ready. Yeah,
all
like it.
fours to
Yeah,
get fucked.
I guess that's not for people. That's not as good.
All fours and spread,
Yeah.
please.
Ready.
Presenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, ready. Crouched and ready. That's better.
Hell yeah.
Less sexual.
Growling.
I just think off stage, anxious and
Yeah.
nervous is my tone, and so I'm trying to do better
Yeah.
with that.
I mean, you've seen me before. I'm about to go up, and I'm just like, I'm terrified.
You
right
pace.
now. I'm always,
Yeah.
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 I could fucking, make fucking marks in the carpet. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, whatever.
A pacer.
Yeah, I'm excited to get some sets in though. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
can't
to be
wait
like
for
in
that.
in my shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're cute.
There you go. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
That's
excited
something
for
to
that.
look forward
Very
to.
excited.
I would before we go into more we're looking forward to. I would also like to say one other piece of advice. Someone mentioned like running around. Don't run around. I would say try to run as little as possible. Sure, you could walk around, but like if you run, you're gonna run into someone, and it's a tray of drinks is gonna go like it. You just don't run. and you'll get everyone's going. And this place is a circle, so if you go one way and you can't find the person you're looking for, just stay in one spot.
Yeah.
They will be coming around to you. What are we looking forward to in the weeks and months and years?
I think getting comfortable with everything, and like I can't wait till I'm maybe 6 months in and like it's just natural and I feel good. Like that'd be the biggest thing. Once that settles in, then yeah, I mean of course performing, but like I wanna settle in and be like good at the job, and then yeah, that way when I do perform, I'm not stressed out about other shit going on, because I can't fucking. Yeah, that getting the official Door Guy shirt, because I think we're out of my size at the moment. And
I can't even sell it to customers.
Yeah, so that's one that I'm looking forward to.
I'm just looking forward to getting better as a comedian. I think here, this is.
Damn, you think you're better than me?
Joel, I thought you had it, and I was like, "What's Hugo gonna say?" And then he fucking knocked it out of the damn park.
I mean, this is the mecca for comedy, and we're like on any given night or every night, we're just surrounded by some of the best to ever do it. So just learning.
Learning is very good.
Getting better as a comic, performing here, meeting people, creating new relationships, making friends, having fun. Just having fun at the store. That's what I'm excited about. I knew Joel before, just like from hanging, and I met Felicia. So I mean, like we're a new class.
This is the class. Yeah.
So
this is the class.
Yeah, getting to know you guys better and just like having a good time and just letting it rock.
Yeah. Is Felicia? How are you gonna follow that?
Me? Oh no, I'm excited to make enemies burn some bridges. I'm about to be a menace.
This is the three faces of the store. Hell yeah!
I'm causing a ruckus. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Fuck yes.
Felicia punched a guy.
Yeah.
Every night.
It's Felicia, folks.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Thank you all for being on the podcast.
yeah.
What a good intro to you three, I think. Let's go around and plug our socials, but don't forget every Wednesday in the Belly Room. You can see all of us go up in this group soon. Yeah. Let's start clockwise and go Hugo.
At Hugo Galaxy on all platforms, pretty much.
Very good.
At Mostly Sorry everywhere.
Sorry. At Fel Fatal, like Femme Fatale, but FEL everywhere.
Hell yeah. I'm at Luke Does Stuff on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. Shout out Tony, the engineer, for doing that. Being back here and opening the door and just hitting record and then editing it and getting it out pretty quickly. Appreciate that, dog. Sorry if I forgot any shout outs this week. And it's just been really.
Did you do any shout outs?
I did a couple. I did my brother, and then I think I missed, but I think I missed one. So you'll get next week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.